Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Monday the 19th of May. Former US President Joe Biden's reviewing treatment options after he was diagnosed with aggressive prostate cancer. The 82-year-old's announced it's also spread to his bones. CNN medical analyst Dr. Jonathan Reiner says about 1 in 8 American men will get prostate cancer in their lifetime. He says Biden's Gleason score, which measures how likely it is to spread, is high.
The Gleason score goes from 1 to 10, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst, and his tumor was graded as a 9, so a very aggressive form.
Caution over whether funding for urgent and after-hours clinics will help rural families. Budget 2025 being released on Thursday will include $164 million over 4 years, hoping to relieve ED pressures. The government says it'll mean 98% of Kiwis will have in-person urgent care within an hour's drive. Rural GP network head Grant Davidson says details aren't clear so far.
No idea how much of that $41 million a year will go to rural compared to the urgent care clinics in urban areas.
Westpac, ANZ and ASB have relaxed their flatmate rules for first home buyers. They're letting applicants sign a declaration of intent on planning to get a flatmate, not requiring their name, address and signature. A mortgage financial advisors told our newsroom having one flatmate could help a first home buyer borrow an extra up to $150,000. Opus Partners economist Ed McKnight says banks already apply plenty of stress testing.
There's quite a bit of fat in the bank's mortgage application, so just changing a few of the rules around flatmates. I don't think it's going to make any of the banks fall over.
The Ministry of Education says New Zealand's distance learning funding model allows for fluctuating growth. Enrolment at Te Kura, formerly the correspondence school, has risen 32% in 6 years to about 31,000 last year. Jamie Cunningham has more.
Te Kura says more students with mental health issues or social anxiety are studying at the school. Central's Deputy Secretary of Education, Jocelyn Makaire, says Te Kura receives bulk grant funding for operational costs and teacher salaries. She says this is based on the number of students enrolled and allows for growth throughout the year.
A National MP's proposing KiwiSaver eligibility changes. Rangatike MP Suze Redmayne's members' bill would let people access KiwiSaver under a company to buy their first home. She says farmers often own assets under a company and this will help them get on the property ladder. Sir Elton John says he feels incredibly betrayed by the British government over plans to exempt technology firms from copyright laws. He's told the BBC if ministers go ahead with plans to allow AI firms to use artists' content without paying, they would be committing thievery on a high scale. To sport, Scotty Scheffler has won his maiden PGA Championship golf major by 5 shots on the Quail Hollow course, finishing at 11 under par. That was a 5-shot win. Ryan Fox was in a share of 28th at 1 under. Oklahoma City Thunder are into NBA basketball's Western Conference Finals against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've beaten the Denver Nuggets 125-93 in the deciding Game 7 of the semi-finals. And IndyCar driver Scott McLaughlin has crashed during the Indy 500 practice session but walked away unscathed. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.